The examples of the prophets. They sacrificed their all. You know, at the Hajjatul Wida, the farewell pilgrimage, there were about 110,000 ashabas at the Hajjatul Wida, the last Hajj that our Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam he performed. During the course of that sermon of his, he is telling them, he says, this message that I have given you, he said, have you received the message? And they all exclaim with one accord, most certainly thou hast. So he lifts up his eyes towards heaven. He says, Ya Bari Ta'ala, O my Lord, be a witness that I have delivered my message. And now you that are present here, deliver it to those who are absent. And out of the 110,000 ashabas that were there, not even 10,000 are buried in Arabia. What, were they taken away into heaven in a flying saucer? No. They spread out throughout the world. They understood the message that this was not for home consumption only for themselves. This was not an Arab religion. This is the religion of God for mankind. And they spread out and they traveled as far as Indonesia, Malaysia, and they converted our people. They came to my part of India, they converted my people. They came as far as Nigeria, they converted the people. They came as far as Mozambique and they converted the people. They did the job. We now comfortably set. Alhamdulillah, we have done well. But this primary duty of the Muslim, we are not making any exertion to share this deen. And our survival, our salvation here and in the hereafter lies in this, that we share this deen. For survival, we have to share. It is the best insurance policy that we can ever take out, is to propagate the faith. Change the environment. Otherwise, the environment is going to change us, and it is changing us. They are forcing pig down our throat. Wherever, any excuse. Pig, pig. You go into the airways, the pig is there right in front of you. Our forefathers, they held on for certain small principles and the reward that Allah gave us. Just little things. Meat. They said, no, we want halal meat. Halal meat. And we are a handful of people. We are less than 2% of the whole South African population. Less than 2%. And when we started, we were in abject poverty. Our forefathers here were as slaves to the white man. My people, we are also living on the smell of an oil rag, as the white man was describing, on starvation level. In 1927, when I came from India, at the age of 9, we were living on a starvation level. As the white man sarcastically said, the Indian is living on the smell of an oil rag. It's only the smell that's keeping him alive, in starvation. And we were starving. Now, Allah has blessed us. From that to this, where we have reached. Shouldn't we open our mouths? Allah has given us a deen, a way of life, which you don't have to be ashamed of anything. There is not another nation or community that can teach you anything. There is no religious group on earth that can teach you anything in hygiene. We are the most hygienic people. We are the most hospitable people. In brotherhood, in piety, in charity, in sobriety, there's not another nation that can show a candle to us. And yet we don't get converts. The Christian, with all his arrogance, he's getting converts. He's getting converts. We don't get converts. I want to know why. Is Islam a spent force? Is the Quran now to be put in a museum piece? Is that what you think? No. The reason is very simple. We don't open our mouths. That's all. You must learn to open your mouth. Talk, man, talk. Can't you say something about Islam? Don't you know one thing about Islam? That's all. One thing. Can't you talk about one thing about your hygiene? Why don't you tell him about your hygiene? How hygienic we are, the amount of water that we use. Number one, we wash. When you go for number one, we wash. Number two, we wash. Any excuse, water, water, water. We use more water than any other people on earth. Use, not abuse. Why don't you speak about it? Tell them. You know, I was supposed to have one of my new brothers in faith, an Englishman, Mr. James Cunningham. He is now Jamaluddin Cunningham. He was bringing these books to give to in our city hall meeting, 3,000. It was quite a heavy load in the car. He reached as far as Naishna, and somehow the car skidded, and it's a total wreck. This morning he left back for home, and the books are coming by some private company. Cross, was it? Cape Cross Express, something like that. Cross Cape Express. this young man, Englishman, his father and mother are Roman Catholics. And he's got a can in the toilet. Look, beautiful things you can learn from innocent, like little children. He has a can in the toilet. The parents didn't like his conversion. He said, you can be anything. If you don't believe in God, it's all right. You become Hare Krishna, it's all right. But Muslim is ready to react to the bull. Because now he's going to say, drinking is bad, daddy. Gambling is wrong, daddy. See, everywhere. So dancing is bad, daddy. So everywhere now this Muslim, his son is a Muslim, is going to come in the way. So he hates this young fellow. But somehow things are cooling off. But now, always, what are you doing with that can in the toilet, James? So he explained it. Again, he says, James, what are you doing with that can in the toilet? So he says, Daddy, look. He says, you to wash that pan with Harpic and whatnot, 20 liters down the drain to wash the pan, but not one drop for yourself. On yourself, not one drop. Look, he said, not one drop you use for yourself. For the pan, what would you do? That brush and that Harpic and whatnot, killing all the germs, yes. But you carry it on yourself. I said, Daddy, not one drop for yourself. So the old man goes and tells his wife. He says, James has got a point there, but I won't admit it. This is man. I said, look, isn't there anything you can talk about? Nothing. Our Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he gave us the secret of knowledge. He said, "Ballighu anni walau kana aya." Deliver the message regarding me, even if it is one verse, one fact, give it. One fact, give it. Talk about it, one thing about this, what I told you now. I said, look, this Englishman, he's converted, and his father is always wanting to know what he's doing with a can in the toilet. So this young man, I don't know how it came to him, he said, look, Daddy, he says, for the can, 10 liters, 20 liters down the drain to wash the pot, the pan. Nothing for yourself, Daddy. You don't put one drop on yourself. So he said, but he says, I won't admit it. He's telling his wife, I won't admit it. I know he's got a point there, but I won't admit it. But you can do the same. Look, there's something that you can share. May Allah Bari Ta'ala give us that tawfiq, that hidayat. And once you start doing that, Allah will fill you with knowledge. Knowledge only comes by use. You listen to me, you are being entertained, I know, you like to listen to me. And you go home and finish. Till I come back again, maybe, if I'm alive. But now, look, what little you learn, one fact, just use that. Use that. You'll be able to get the tapes, cassette tapes, from Mr. Muhammad in a week's time or so, all these lectures. Then we are making videos of this. You'll get videotapes. And maybe from tomorrow night, some of the videos that the young man was bringing will be on sale. On SABC TV, the program, we had the debate, plus so many other things there. You buy that tape. We are not out to do business. Wallah, when you listen to me, you'll know that this guy is not a businessman. He'll go bankrupt. I know I won't go bankrupt. I'm dealing business with him, you see. And with him, you can't go bankrupt. I said, look, my dear brothers and sisters, if you have a video machine, you buy one videotape, 25 rands. This also, 25 rands. Is the cheapest videotape you can buy of a program, 25 rands. And a money-back guarantee. You keep it for 30 days. You see it, you make copies if you like, and return it to us. Your money will be refunded in full, 100%. You give us 25 rands, we'll give you 25 rands back. That means it doesn't cost you a cent. Keep it for a month, see it, return it to us, and get your money back. Have you ever come across business people like that? Huh? But I know. I'm doing business with him. It works. It'll work. It'll work. It is working. So here is an offer. Get the tape, see it, show it to your friends. Call them. Say, look, man, let's come for a cup of tea. And says, put it on. So if you let the people see and then talk about what you see. What do you think? Does it make sense? So it's an indirect way of entertaining the fellow, giving him tea, and brainwashing him. Why not? The whole world is trying to brainwash us. Why shouldn't we brainwash other people? Because if we don't, we are getting brainwashed in any case. May Allah Bari Ta'ala, Mr. Chairman, and my brothers and sisters, I've taken so much of your time. May Allah Bari Ta'ala, give me the health that I may come back to you again and share more with you. And may He give you that hidayat, that what little you hear from me, you might be able to pass it on to our brothers and sisters. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.